we within the last year transitioned from BlazeMeter to RedLine13, and just a little background why we did that. The biggest one, and I think Bob called this out, is cost. So as we looked at trends out there and other products that were available, every once in a while you want to reset as a company or as an organization and see where you can maybe trim the fat as far as costs. And this area is ever evolving. So if you're not checking every 6 to 12 months, you're probably missing out on potential savings and or just better products that are out there. And so exactly as Bob said, it was a word of mouth to one of our team members of, hey, check out RedLine13. And so we did, and we did kind of a mini trial on some microservices that we performance test on. And yeah, it was the biggest reason why we moved from BlazeMeter to that was, again, cost, but then also that easy transition, the support for a lot of the, technologies that are out there, JMeter being, the big one. And then some of the others, and they talked about Locust.io. We've looked at that as well. And some of the other, tools that are available to performance test. So that transition was easy for us. And so that was super helpful. And so we really appreciated that. And then, the cost savings was just a big plus. We're running, more volume than we would be able to on BlazeMeter with what we had for our existing contract. We'd have to pay more to do, higher volumes with them. But with you guys, and I know I gave Chris kind of a write-up on, the pricing plan. To me, I always compare it to like cell phone, plans where, yeah, like BlazeMeter, it's you pay this flat fee, and you only get these many minutes and this, this amount of data, and as you go over that, then you have to pay more. Whereas you guys are more of a pay-as-you-go, like a prepay service, where you can run as needed, and then you can grow that or expand that based off your current budget or needs, which is really nice and flexible for, especially I would say small, like Bob was saying, really small organizations to mid-size. The larger ones probably don't really care about those costs, and they'll just eat the cost of BlazeMeter or the other tools out there that they pay for. But I would say the market for what you guys have is huge for small businesses and to mid-sized businesses. So anyway, that's some of the reasons why we moved, and some of the things that we really appreciate as we moved was again, the simplicity of the dashboard. BlazeMeter's got all these bells and whistles. We really appreciate that it's I love that you guys are responding to our feedback to be able to grow, but we do also really appreciate that things are simple and not too overly robust and too crazy to where you have a lot of things that maybe you only use 1% of the time, and that other 99% is then not the main focus of the product. So but we feel like you guys really focus on what's core and essential for performance testing without all the glitter on top, which is awesome. And then also the other thing we really appreciate too is from a support aspect, being able to reach out to Chris directly, who then gets back right away and like say it's kind of that mom and pop feel where I kind of know you guys, and I feel like there's a relationship there. Whereas with BlazeMeter, it was a ticket and then a response a day later and that sort of thing. But you guys, it's a real personal kind of relationship with you guys, which is awesome. So I hope that you guys and I hope that you guys grow as a company. But I also hope that you maintain
not
that.
Too much.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I don't think like Alex was saying earlier, I don't think the load testing market is like this big, huge market or anything. And it's actually one of the things that attracts us to it. Like Rich, Steven, and I are all part-time on this. We have full-time gigs that we, spend the bulk of our time on. And so it's kind of a natural balance for us, to be honest with you.
Cool. Well, and there's, there is a market out there, right? Because you have folks willing to pay whatever they want or whatever they can for, these really expensive products. So there is a market for it. There's a lot of money out there for it, but yeah, again, we really appreciate, kind of the.
Hey, Heath, let me
Yeah,
ask you a question.
sure.
When do you use it? How often do you use it? What kicks you to use it? And one of the questions I forgot to ask Dave is this hooked into your CI/CD process in some way at all?
Yeah, so yeah, we have it set up to be able to use a CI/CD as an organization. We're getting there, to where we would do performance testing more often in that realm. Um, we're doing a lot of just regression and functional automation, getting that built up first, and then I imagine within the next year or so we'll throw performance into that as well as more of a normal test that we do. But right now it's more just feature related as things are coming up that have those SLAs that require certain volumes. Then that's when it's being ran now more on a manual process. So.
Yeah, yeah, cool. Anything that you desire in the product? Any key features that you're looking for?
Yeah, no, I've given Chris like a short list, and you guys have been real quick to turn around on half a dozen of those things. And yeah, no, as we continue to use it more, we have, I would say, probably 3 to 6 Scrum teams that are actively in there doing things. And as they continue to work in there, I've been reaching out to those folks. I'm kind of on our what's called the automation leads team. So we kind of facilitate all things automation to these teams and help them organize and be successful. So I reach out to those folks, get their feedback, see what the common needs are across those teams, and then try to provide that to you guys. What makes sense. Again, I don't want to feed you guys everything just because BlazeMeter or other folks are doing it. Let's do this also. I think the core items are what we're after, and I think that's what keeps your product really great, is just focusing on those core needs and not too much fluff or too many other things going on, right?
Cool. Thanks. Yeah, y'all don't have to flatter us as much as Heath did.
I used up all the
Next,
flattery.
Chris. But man, I feel great after listening to
Yeah,
it.
yeah. No, I appreciate you guys having us on. So thank you for all you do.